They do it every year, man. They underestimate our physicality. They underestimate what a run game, elite run game can do to you. They underestimate what our defense is. They do it every single season. They just think they see Tannehill and our little receiving core and think that we just not gonna win nothing.
People gotta understand as well. I mean, everybody wants to win the Super Bowl. It's a process to get there. When you on a mission or whatever, I mean, you set goals. That's why I always mention, hey man, we need to worry about winning this division, get to the playoffs. Ain't nobody standing for mediocrity. All that foolishness y'all say.
So I got a dream that I'm gonna be at the top of the scene. On every screen, making my presence something to be seen, yeah. I'll make them all see that I could be anything I wanna be. If you got a dream, then you need persistence and lots of belief, yeah. Yo, don't take that negative energy, I replace that. I just wanna be me, I don't fake that. I just wanna be free, yeah, chase that. I got a new obsession, it's helping and teaching and giving everyone a lesson. It's living and winning and building something that's impressive. I don't wanna do the same thing, I wanna be progressive. So I'ma make a new me, a new beast, a true fiend. He's everything that he wants to be. Look in the mirror, what he wants to see. It's a dude looking back at me. I stay on track, yeah, track things. I'm setting goals, life hacking. I'm steady stacking. I see myself being happy. A better me with a strategy that I'm attacking.
What up? You know what time it is, man. It's the Titans Colosseum podcast. I'm your boy, Morocco, and I'm in the building with my co-hosts, Leonard and RJ. What's happening, fellas?
Man, what's good, man? How you doing, man? Man, it's been a great week, man. I'm ready to talk some Titans football, man. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man. You know, hey, that intro give me every time, man. It gives me hype, man. It's like, oh yeah, I can't wait because this Titan football today, man. It is a two-tone business.
Man, ready for some football to actually start up training camp, something. Let's get some pads on. Let's start hitting, bro. I'm ready.
You don't understand, bro. It's been a long offseason. I feel like this offseason has been the longest because we're doing a podcast now. This is our first time doing an offseason with this podcast. Yeah. So right now we're just building the fans up. So when the football games get played, man, we're going to be able to talk more two-tone business. So it is what it is.
Absolutely.
Man, my hands is sweating, my palms is itching, man. I'm ready to get to this football, man. I mean, this right here is the slowest point of the off season, man. Them last few weeks into training camp, it's like every day is just draining. You know, you get tired of hearing about the predictions in which we're gonna do tonight because we got to do something to get you by. But you get tired of hearing about the predictions and, you know, the same old takes or whatever, but we ain't got long at all. So with that being said, let's get to it, man. We got a great show lined up for y'all tonight. We're going to talk about our 2023 breakout player predictions. We're going to talk about our favorite Titan moments as well. And, you know, wherever the show go from there, it goes, man. So let's go ahead and get to it, man. Firestone, you want to start off by giving your breakout player predictions?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we're going to say we're going to pick one for offense and defense, I believe. So I'm pretty sure who I'm going to pick as my offensive player breakout player. Y'all already know because I've been so pro of him on this show. But I'm gonna say Ryan Tannehill for many reasons. He actually got an offensive line. There's so many people that's doubting him and don't think that he can do what he's actually going to do. I really think this offense is going to be changed this year. It's going to be a little bit more passing and throwing, and then try to use passing to set up the run. So I think Derrick Henry's still going to be a great year, but Derrick Henry's going to have a Derrick Henry year that we expect him to have. I truly believe that Ryan Tannehill is going to come out this year and shock a couple people when he comes out and he starts making some throws to Chig. He starts making some throws over there to Traylon Burks, and we start seeing him roll out, do play actions, and scramble a little bit. So I think Tannehill is going to be a little breakout player just because of some of the situations and setup we have for him this year. I know we miss an MPF on that offensive line, but I don't think that's going to be too drastic of him. I think he's still going to come out with that chip on his shoulder, injured, didn't get to finish off last year how he wanted to. So let's go out and come out here and sling it.
I'll go next. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, my breakout player is a guy that has been, you know what I'm saying, that I've been on big on, man, since I watched him in the SEC. I watched him at the University of Arkansas, destroy Alabama. I'd have seen him, you know what I'm saying. I come all the way into our team, man. And right now he got the burden put on him in his rookie year, man, to replace AJ Brown. I'm gonna go number 16 at the University of Arkansas. Traylon Burks, man. You know what I'm saying? Traylon Burks, man, I just for what I've been hearing this all season about how he's been progressing, how he's took care of his body, how he's working on his breathing, his route running technique, how big his hands are, man. I just feel like, man, he's gonna prove to y'all that he is the number one wide receiver that I've been hyping up all since we drafted the dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to go to being him next to AJ Brown, but I feel like we would have never got Traylon Burks if AJ Brown was still on the team because we're just not that type of team. We depend on one big body wide receiver. So I just feel like, you know, Traylon Burks, he's my guy. He's about to go off this year. He's gonna have a breakout season. I do want to get DeAndre Hopkins go next to him, but at the same time, man, Traylon Burks, that's my dude. You feel me?
Yeah. See, Traylon was going to be one of mine I picked, but I knew that like Traylon, maybe Derrick Henry would be some, or Chigaconquo would be something y'all two would pick. So I just like, hey, I know that I'm safe with Ryan Tannehill. They're not going to pick Tannehill. Rocco, who's your offensive player?
We need to hear RJ's defensive player, man.
I didn't know defense.
Oh, okay. Defense.
Man.
Man, well, my defensive player, man, is gonna be a guy that we ain't talked about on here in a good little minute, man. Like I said, man, since he's been here, he has gotten progressively better. You know what I'm saying? A guy that started off, you know what I'm saying? It took him a while to get going, but once he got going, you started seeing that speed off that edge. You started seeing that guy. He got paid and tore his ACL, man. I'm gonna go with my boy Harold Landry. You know what I'm saying? Harold Landry is a guy that's not getting talked about, man. And he's gonna be right next to Jeffrey Simmons and Danico Archer, and we got Arden Key to go with him. So, like I said, man, Harold Landry, man, comeback player of the year.
Yeah. See, my defensive player of the year is Arden, or standout, or performer is going to be Arden Key. That's who I think is going to be, just because Harold Landry is coming back and Jeffrey Simmons is going to be there. As teams coming opposing to us, they already know what we're going to do with Harold Landry, and they already know what we're going to do with Jeffrey Simmons. They don't necessarily know what we're going to do with Arden. And with having those two people on the line, it's just going to open Arden Key up for more, because they're going to know how to at least game plan for them too. And it's just going to open them up, because you can't block them all.
Honorable mention, though, Rashad Weaver. Weaver, man, I'm telling y'all, man, Rashad Weaver is a guy that I've been looking at too. He's been taking care of his body, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other. And for what I've heard from him, that he's been putting in work this offseason, man. Just look out for Rashad Weaver too.
Absolutely. So, Morocco, who's yours offense and defense, bro?
Man, first off, man, shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody in them comments, man. And actually, we got some guys in the comments, some guys, some girls, whoever the Facebook users are, and Johnny. They read my mind, man. They done read my mind. My offensive breakout player is going to be Kyle Phillips. Mm-hmm. I just feel like that if he can stay on that field, man, he's going to be very productive for us. I mean, he came in the first game of last year, showed flashes, had like 6 catches, 66 yards. And, you know, if he would stay healthy and kept on pace, that right there would have been over 1,000 yards. Now, it's going to be a lot of guys getting the football from the Titans this year too. So I don't expect him to have 8,000, but I feel like he can get in that 500 to 700 yard range. That'll be good, man, because, you know, we going to feed Henry. Henry going to get his regardless. And Traylon, he's going to have to be the number one guy, whether Hopkins comes in or not. And Chig is also going to eat. Can't forget about Spears as well. I mean, he's going to be out there on third down on the regular, but I believe Kyle Phillips is going to keep the chains moving. He's going to make some impact plays for us. On defense.
Now, hold on, before you go defense, I would say too, what helps you with Kyle Phillips too is, you know, we're most likely going to put him on special teams and on returner back there too. And we already seen he can make plays there. So it's not even just offense, but special teams as well.
My question on Kyle Phillips is what has he developed his body yet? Is he still this skinny dude out here that's gonna get popped? You know what I'm saying? Every time he get popped, he get dropped back 3 yards, man. Like I want to see that's the first thing I'm gonna be looking at with Kyle Phillips this year is what his body size look like. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But you know what I'm saying?
And coming off an injury too, so you know you ain't gonna get to work out as well as you was before, and you're trying to get back too. So yeah.
He been putting on some weight though, man. He mentioned that earlier this year, man. He wants to play around, I think 190, he said. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's working on putting on muscle, man. I mean, the guys aware that in this league, man, you're gonna have to have some muscle mass on you to absorb them hits. But moving on to defense, I went with Elijah Molden. I think people are asleep on Elijah Molden, mainly because they didn't see any of Elijah Molden in 2022. He only showed up in like 2 games. I think he was battling a groin injury. But in 2021, his rookie year, the dude was productive as hell, man. People forget about how productive this dude was. I mean, and I'm gonna read off of couple of stats to you, man. He had 62 tackles, 4 pass breakups, 3 tackles for loss, 1 interception that was returned for a touchdown. I know y'all remember that touchdown, right? It was one of the funniest moments of Titans history. And if you don't know, just think about Carson Wentz. Yeah, man. He had 1 forced fumble and a fumble recovery, man. That right there is hella production from a rookie. And just like Kyle Phillips, if Elijah Molden stays healthy this year, man, I expect him to have a big year. Man, he's going to be out there on the field regardless of, having McQuarrie, having Sean Murphy-Bunting out there, Fulton. I mean, we thin at safety, and he's been getting some work at safety in OTAs. And I feel like, man, Elijah Molden, man, he gonna do some work this year, man.
I'm hoping so, bro, because DBs have been one of the positions that's been kind of slacking and lackluster for us the past couple seasons. So hopefully so, because that DB room definitely needs to step up outside of Byard.
Yeah, man. Most definitely.
Yeah, and y'all let us know in the chat, because I know some of y'all have already, but y'all let us know who y'all think y'all's breakout player is going to be for offense and for defense for the Titans in the 2023 season as well. So as we want to hear from y'all, see what y'all's opinion is.
Yeah, speaking of that, though, man, my guy said, my guy or my girl, I don't know who Facebook user is. God, I wish I could see y'all name. But they said Jackson out of UGA will be the returner. You have been warned. RJ, I mean, you the SEC guy, man.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
She got to be talking about Karius Jackson from Georgia. I like Karius Jackson. I don't know what he's going to be in the league, but I mean, for what I've seen at Georgia, he made a lot of big plays for Georgia. And also, I haven't really seen too much of him as a returner, but you know what I'm saying? I will see what he does in training camp. I'm not going to throw him out there as he's an undrafted player. So I'm not going to throw him out there for him to get killed by the Titan fan base. You know what I'm saying? And so undrafted player. I'm not going to hype him no undrafted player.
Yeah, you already know, man. If he get up out there screwing up, man, his fan base is gonna eat him alive. I don't think people understand how rabid the Titans fan base can be. I mean, they look down upon us because, I mean, we're a small fan base, and I guess you can call us league average team or whatever. So our voices are not heard like that. But when we talk, I mean, we grab attention, man. So this dude, man, whoever returned them punts and kicks, man, they better do their damn job, or they gonna hear from us.
Bro, they better catch the ball and not muff it and fumble it this year like we kept doing last year, bro. Oh,
about 7 returners last year.
Man, too damn many, man. It looked like every week it was a new returner. I knew it was bad when they put Robert Woods out there on punt return. I was like, man, look, they just at this point they just looking for somebody to catch the ball, fair catch it, just don't muff it.
When they put Robert Woods out there, I felt like they went to the sideline. I was like, all right, who wants to return kicks now? And he was like the only one to raise his hands. Like, I guess I'll do it.
But yeah, man, let's get to this next comment, man. I want to know how we feeling about playing Farley and strong safety. I'll go ahead and tackle that right there. That's actually something I thought about. I mean, Farley is
he got the speed.
Yeah, he got the speed. I mean, he got the speed, he's got the size, but
we got to do something with him, man. He can't just be out there, you know what I'm saying, like just playing corner, getting cooked. Like he got to try something else. Like he said,
his technique as a corner, man, it ain't no reason why this dude should be getting burnt with his speed and his size. Now, he should be able to run with anybody in the NFL because, I mean, didn't he run like, what, 4.3 40 or something like that? I mean, it was something fast as, it was something fast as hell.
He actually ran a 4.2. He ran a 4.2. That's what he
see, I mean, but then you get to the Redskins game last year. Oh, Lord. Commanders. I'm sorry. Don't crucify me. Commanders. We get to the Commanders game last year, and this dude getting cooked by somebody I don't even know. I mean, I never heard of the guy. I can't remember his name right now. I mean, come on, Farley, man. But I thought about it then. Maybe we need to try him out his safety, man. I mean, yeah, you're going to need some technique back there, but safety is more of a position to where you're playing off of instincts, man. You're playing more off of smarts than, skill and technique.
I don't know. Like, I'm with y'all because, like, something has to be done about Farley, bro. He ain't played like a 22nd overall pick. He ain't played like no first rounder at all. He just has.
Do you want to rip the Band-Aid off of him?
No, because I still don't want to give up. But, like, this is the year to figure out something. And if you can't, like, move around and figure out something and he's still getting cooked, then it has to be. But I'm not saying like now, but at the end of the year, you got to give him this year and you got to try to plug and play him around in different positions. Maybe throw him nickel, throw him outside, throw him at safety, maybe even if you need to. But you're going to have to play around a little bit because you got to find something for him. But he has been way underperforming. And if you don't pick it up, he's going to be a bust.
Dude, this dude said Farley done, bro. Hey, bro, you just giving up on it, man. I was just saying, look, man, it's time to rip the Band-Aid off. If he has another down season, if he don't do nothing this season, it's time to rip that Band-Aid off, man.
And then we also got somebody else. We also got somebody else who said Farley's confidence is shot at corner. I mean, honestly, I mean, it might be. I mean, we saw that in the Dories last year here. I mean, just from returning punts. I mean, once you lose confidence in something, I mean, it trickles down to everything else, man. And it could be the case with Farley. I don't know. But I want to get to Chris' comment also, because he said his hips are bad to play safety. Also, too small for strong safety. Got to be able to change direction and make quick decisions at safety. I mean, that's something else. I mean, just watching him play corner, man, I mean, it just looked like he didn't have no technique. Like I said, a guy that fast shouldn't be getting burnt by anybody in the league. If anything, I mean, a 50-50 ball that doesn't go your way.
Bro, he looks lost on a lot of plays. A lot of plays, he looks lost.
Yeah,
that's what makes me worried.
I just remember the Colts game, he got cooked up by Alec Pierce. Like, I'm like, man, that dude, I don't think he is, man. Like, it's don't. He good on Madden. They're saying I don't know about no real life.
Yeah, man. Let's go to this comment about Burks. Burks gonna have over 1,000, and defense is gonna be totally different from last year. I mean, you saw what this defense could be in 2021. I mean, that defense, I mean, it was lights out. That was a championship defense. As far as Burks goes, it wouldn't surprise me if he goes over 1,000. I mean, in today's NFL, it's a little easier to get to that 1,000-yard mark just because of, how the rules are set up and also too with playing 17 games now. I mean, you got an extra game to get your stats up. So it wouldn't surprise me if Burks did that. If he stays healthy, I believe he will. I'm calling for around 1,100 yards.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a good game.
I'm still at 900 yards, man. I got to see him go over 1,000 first before I start just throwing 1,000 yards on him in the offseason though. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think Burks gonna show you something this year, man. I see it, man. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I want Burks to just go and succeed, man. That was my guy from the 2021 draft that I wanted to get in the first round. I got him, but I got him at a price. You feel me? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Burks, man. I believe in him, man. I believe.
Yeah. So with the question on Farley, do you want to see them try to like play him in like a Buchanan role like they used to in Arizona, where like he's kind of safety, line backer, corner, hybrid type situation? Do you think he could succeed in something like that, or they just need to figure out him to fix this stuff at corner?
Somebody said put him as gunner.
This one,
man, we gotta find something to do, man. He can't just be occupying space on this roster, man.
Yeah,
no, bro. Well, we can't keep first round picks on players that don't stay.
And
that's J-Rob. J-Rob over here taking chances in the first round. Like, what you doing, bro? Yeah, why would you take a chance on anybody? And like Farley was probably gonna be a 4th round pick if we don't pick him in the first. Like, I think he was gonna make it out the first round. Like, dude, you taking a chance on the dude that nobody wanted. Like, he taking chances on all 7 picks. Like,
yeah, bro.
Like, you supposed to take chances on your 5th, 6th, and 7th round pick, man. He taking chances on the 1st round pick. You supposed to get the guaranteed talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Jeffrey Simmons, man, he hit the jackpot on Jeffrey Simmons and just thought, hey, let's roll the dice again, man. And you already know what happens when you go in there with that mindset. You end up playing all your money back.
Yeah, I could see Jeffrey Simmons boosting up his confidence too, because not only was Jeffrey Simmons hurt and injured coming off an ankle injury out of college, but he also had like that legal dispute for his mom and his sister too. So I was like, don't touch him. Then you go after that and you're like, see how he turned out? I can go touch some of these players and they're going to pause, but and we can draft them and they're going to be all right and we're going to be good. But I think that was the downfall, because it seemed like after that, it's like we kept drafting players who had previous injuries or couldn't perform at the combine or their pro days because they was injured. Like even Harold Landry was injured. It's like Traylon Burks coming in injured and all that stuff. So it's like, bro, what's really going on? Why do we keep going after players that we already know is going through a hard and rough conditioning for like the draft process and got an injury and then expect them to perform at the NFL level? It's already hard enough. Why constantly bring in people that's injured?
Facts. We got somebody who want to know about Rodgers. Well, they think Rodgers is gonna have a good year, and I like Rodgers, man. I mean, last season, his rookie season, I just felt like he was playing out of position. He was playing at the disadvantage. He was playing a lot on the outside, and with those outside receivers, man, you're gonna need somebody with some size. And I just felt like Rodgers, I mean, he was at a disadvantage going up against those bigger receivers, but I do respect that he was right there to make plays. I mean, that's all I ask of a corner, really, because, I mean, their job is very, very, very hard. But as long as you're not getting cooked, as long as you're right there to make a play, you good with me, because I mean, you gonna make some plays eventually, and we saw Rodgers make some of those plays. And also too, he been following in Kevin Byard's footsteps when it comes to conditioning, getting his body together. I mean, he said it earlier this year, man. I mean, he been picking KB's brain to see what all he's doing to stay healthy, and this guy gets it, man. I feel like this year, if he can play more on the inside, I feel like he could be that breakout player too. Now, I mean, I said Molden because people been sleeping on him, but watch out for Roger too, man. Roger may be that dude as well.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely like Roger McCreary, man. He a little pit bull to me, man. Like every time he ain't really the fastest dude. He ain't got the body, you know what I'm saying, to be an elite corner, but he definitely played a position very, very well. Like when you talk about from a technical fundamental, got good hips, you know what I'm saying. He gonna be on you, you know what I'm saying. Now I ain't gonna lie, he can't guard nobody like T Higgins or somebody that's 6'6" with extra long arms. You know what I'm saying. He can't do that.
Yeah.
But he most definitely can guard a receiver that's in the slot. You know what I'm saying? Usually his wide receivers in the slot are like the Kyle Phillips type, the Hunter Renfro's. You know, he can definitely guard those guys, and he does a good job. And same with Elijah Molden. Elijah Molden does the same thing, you know. And he can blitz. He can blitz from the corner position too. Like people don't realize he's a good blitzer, and he does well in run support too. So
Yeah, I agree.
Facts. What about Trey Avery? How y'all feel about Trey Avery?
man, I'm not gonna put no hype into Trey Avery. I mean, what is he a 7th-round pick? Like what is like, I mean, I ain't trying to bash his comment, but like I'm not putting no hype in no player that ain't getting significant time, man. Like that's how you get, you know, you lose credibility as a podcaster. You feel me?
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
see him
man.
score, do something. Like we gotta see something.
Yeah,
Man.
like he asking about players that they got to play because people got hurt.
I'll say this just so you know what I'm saying. I mean, we appreciate your comment, my guy, my girl. Whoever you are, Facebook user, we appreciate your comment very, very much. With that said, they do got a point. I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. No,
Trey Avery here. I mean, let me say this, and then we're gonna move on. If I'm not gonna say when, because we're not speaking that into existence tonight. If he has to come in and play, I feel like he can come in and help out in some spots. I mean, we talking about, you know, maybe the 5th corner, 6th quarter, maybe. Let's go ahead and move on, man. Josh Wiley is a red zone target and chain move on offense. Elijah Molden is breakout box safety / blitzer. I mean, Josh Wiley, I mean, he could be something himself, man. I mean, dude, like 6'6", 6'7". I mean, he's perfect down there in the red zone. And you know,
like
Tannehill fed Janu down there in that red zone. And he also, you know, tried his best to get the ball to Chig in the red zone, but you know, I already know what was going on with some of that right there. So, I mean, I'm looking for Josh Wiley. I'm not, you know, just looking for much because he is a rookie, but I'm looking for him to show up in a game or 2, 3, 4, hopefully 5, hell, all season long.
Bro, I see him showing up in a lot more. Like the R2 tight end set just got so much more appealing to me right now. Bro, we can set Chig out on more complicated and, you know, more complicated routes in the route tree, get double moves for him, and then we can just send Josh out there. Go. Hey, bro, you big. Just go deep. Go deep. Go deep. If you're 1-on-1, we're gonna throw you the ball. If you're open, we're gonna throw you the ball. Hey, if you're covered, we might even throw you the ball, bro. You 6'7". Just go up there and go high point that ball, bro. It really feels like we almost got like that Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronkowski type set up. Now it's just, can we use it rightly? And is Josh really going to come in here and not just be hype and actually can perform with the hype? Which I really think he does, bro. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I definitely like Josh Wiley. I want to see how they're gonna use him. Are they gonna put him all over the you know what I'm saying, the field or whatnot? I'm not saying like on the outside, but he can play receiver. Like he started off playing wide receiver before he went to tight end. So he can play receiver, he can play on the line of scrimmage, he can go at the H back, you know what I'm saying? He can even run to the fullback position and block like that. Like you know how the Titans do. The Titans like do a lot of motion and stuff to try to create mismatches. And I feel like that's what they drafted him to do. So it's gonna be, just keep your eye on how they use them, you know what I'm saying, and especially with Chig, they can now let Chig do whatever he want to do now, you know what I'm saying. You can throw him all over the field. So,
bro, I kind of feel like with Chig, we got like a another version of Delaney Walker in his prime instead of getting him late after the San Francisco days, and then with Josh, it almost which I kind of hope in a way that they do, but it almost kind of feels like if we use him right, he can be kind of like a Kyle Rudolph type of tight end for us. Because they move him around a lot. Sometimes he stands up, sometimes he goes in motions, but when the ball's thrown after his way, bro, he goes out there and he gets it.
Yeah.
And Firestone, you brought up a good point too about the 50-50 balls you could toss up there to Wiley. I mean, that's something that we couldn't do last season. I mean, probably could have done it with Chig had we had a competent offensive coordinator and a competent O-line. But if we had chances to take shots downfield, man, I mean, you catch Wiley up out there on one of them little short linebackers or one of them little small safeties or something, I think, shoot, toss it up there. Let that big mug go get it.
Yeah.
And we ain't had nobody tall last year outside of Nick Westbrook or Keenum.
Bruh.
Let's not get into that.
and the
person out the lineup, man.
Let's not do that tonight.
He said, I like this comment though. He said, I really feel like the Titans will be very surprisingly good this season. I really feel like they're gonna straight dominate and prove. Well, I ain't gonna say dominate, but they're definitely a team that's getting slept on. And I just felt like all them injuries last year, if we wasn't that damn injured, we would have won this division easily. And I'm standing on it. I don't care what a Jaguar fan got to say to me, bro. We could have lost to them twice and still won the division. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how hurt we was. There's no way we losing 7. Like, they won't let us use this injury excuse. Like, we were 7-3 and lost 7 straight games. Why? You know what I'm saying? It ain't because you suck. It's because you had a lot of significant injuries.
Yeah.
Man, you know, Jazz fans, they don't have a standard when it comes to winning. I mean, they done pretty much put their own little twist on just win, baby. I mean, they don't care if they help out the beating the hell up out of a Pee-wee team or whatever. They win that game, they gonna go back bragging, talking about it was always the Jags, and the Jags gonna run this division for the next 10 years and all of that foolishness. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna go in on them tonight. I'm just so damn ready for football to start so we can put these motherfuckers back in their place.
Yes,
bro. We've been hearing this shit all season, bro.
Yeah, man. Johnny want to know about the predictions for this season. I don't do predictions. I mean, I don't put, number up out there on the game. Now, I got my expectations.
Yeah.
I expect this team to win the division. That's what I expect because of what RJ just said. I mean, they won't let us use the injury excuse. It's really not an excuse, but it's a fact. I mean, we set a record for injuries in 2021 and then set a record for injuries in 2022. I mean, shoot, man. I mean, luck was on our side when we won the first seed, being the most injured team in the league in 2021, 2022. I mean, hell, just for us to even be in a competition for the division at the end of the year with that beat up of a team, that right there should let people know that, no, this team right here, this is a pretty damn good team, man. And I don't understand how some people are just so out on the Titans, like they looking for the Titans downfall. This ain't the first season they've done it too. I think that they looking at how we play football. We playing football through a running back, and you already know everybody's thing about running backs. Oh, when they get to 30, oh, that's when they're going to decline. It's going to be over with, man. Look, man, Derrick Henry had 1,500 yards behind a trash offensive line. Show me a decline. Yes, he lost a small step. And I mean a small step. People were still getting stiff-armed the hell up out of, though.
Yeah.
So think about that before you talk about a decline with Derrick Henry.
Bro, I just know when I was praying at night And I was like, God, we just want to, a record-breaking Titans. Like, I just want a record-breaking Titans year. This was not the records I was talking about. I wasn't talking about go break the injury records and stuff. This is not the Titans record or the record-breaking Titans I was asking for, bro. Bro, and even last year, like the Derrick Henry thing, he broke more tackles than anybody else last year too. Like as a running back, he had the most broken tackles last year than anybody else, and still was rushing.
Yeah, I look at it like this. Like I'm with Morocco. I think we're better than Jacksonville. I think we're better than Houston. I think I'm better than Indianapolis. And I look at it like this though. If you look at our schedule, it lines up perfectly at the end of the season because week 18 we play the Jaguars in Nashville. And I tell y'all this now, we're probably gonna be playing them for a win and in. And I need every single Titan fan in Nashville to show up for that game. We are going to put the boys to sleep. I'm telling you now. They messed up when they put that final game in Nashville because we're gonna end them boys. I'm telling you. If they even make it to that game. So we'll see.
See, honestly, for me, I see this. I don't want to say dominate, but I know we're definitely going to dominate the AFC South. But I see us being 11-12 win team this year. Like a lot of people are sleeping on us. They're expecting that horrible team last year horrible that they want to call us that was injured and all stuff. They don't even really remember what a real Titans team looked like. They think we fell off. Like, oh, they had that good. They should have won the Super Bowl, 2021, 2020. And it's like, now they think it's like, oh, well, they done fell off like most other teams. Like, no, we just been injured the past couple of years and like drastically injured. So we're going to get back. Like, we ain't changed much, really. The key foundations of our team is still there. We still got our coach. We still got Derrick Henry. We still got our D-line and stuff. We still got Tannehill that knows what we need to do. So we're still going to come out there and dominate. We know what's really going to do. So I think we're going to catch a lot of teams sleeping. I think we're going to hit a 12 win. And like, I really don't see anybody else in the division really doing too well this year. Jags a little bit, but I don't even see them breaking 500, honestly, because everybody's going to have their numbers this year. And I think they're going to have a losing record this year. And they're going to get put right back into place because your running back ain't really as good as you think it is. It's just a rookie season. And as long as you get pressure on Trevor Lawrence, he's not in a situation where he works well under pressure. He still has slow reading and slow progression. So you get in his face, he don't know what to do.
I'm holding up the fours because Jacksonville is going to have a 4th overall pick in the 2024 draft.
They're gonna draft another wide receiver.
Yeah, man. They gonna probably end up drafting a quarterback if for the draft.
Well, they're gonna
how they do.
Well, they're gonna go back to that. Trevor Lawrence ain't good stuff like they was halfway through the season last year.
Boy, I can't wait till they get exposed, bro. That shit gonna be funny. We all know it's coming, bro. They talking all this trash. They doing all this yip yapping, bro. And when they get exposed, bro, that shit gonna be hilarious, bro. It's gonna be so funny.
Because they're gonna be issuing out excuses then, and then it's really gonna be excusing. Oh, just it's our coach or this and that. And it's like, bro, nah, y'all gonna have excuses next year for why y'all ain't where y'all thought y'all was supposed to be. But remember, it was always the Jags. Remember, always Jags. We gonna remember that. Keep that same energy next year when y'all ain't winning.
That same energy, dog.
Yeah, man. So that's that for our fuck the Jags segment of the show.
We always say
AJ thinks our wide
Jags,
receiver. Yeah, man. AJ thinks our wide receiver room is gonna be really good, and there's a few undrafted free agents that can play for real. I watched some of them. Got Copeland. I mean, people remember Copeland from his signing day with his mom and everything. That situation was explained. I just found that out the other day. Like, his mom wasn't, down on him because of going to Florida. She was down on him because, there's a lot going on around that area, and she just wanted him to get away from that. And I totally understand that, man, because she just wants the best for her son. I just felt like I needed to put that out there. And RJ, hate to put you on the spot again, man, but the Georgia receiver, man, how you feel about him?
Yeah, for what the Kier Jackson, I think he gonna contribute. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make some plays out of nowhere. I do remember watching a little bit of Georgia, and from what I've seen from Georgia, like every time they needed a big play, sometimes he stepped up. You know what I'm saying? One thing I noticed from him, if you go look at that watch the national championship game, not the one where they beat the hell out of Clemson, TCU. I'm talking about the one they played Alabama. He made a couple big plays in that game. And I always think of that because when we get in a big game, who's gonna step up? You know what I'm saying? And he stepped up. I ain't gonna say always, but he definitely stepped up when it mattered most. And I always look at that when it comes to a player because we're gonna be in big games. We're gonna be in games that are gonna decide something. And I need somebody to have that same mentality to step up for a big game. And he has that in him. You know what I'm saying? He's done it before. So I always look for that in any type of wide receiver, quarterback, all that different stuff. So.
Yeah, man. You got anything you want to add to that, Firestone?
No, I do think even though we don't have a bunch of like big name receivers in that wide receiver room, I do think that like not the best wide receiver room we ever had, but this is the deepest wide receiver room we've ever really had. Like we got Traylon, that's obviously a starter, but everybody else is a good contributing wide receiver. I ain't gonna say they're number 2 or number 3s, but they are people that into key moments and situations, if the ball comes your way, I do believe that they'll make a play when the play needs to be done. Are they always going to make plays when we need them to make plays? No, but I do think if the play does come their way, we have confidence enough in this wide receiver room that you'll at least catch the ball when it comes your way and you're not going to drop it like we had to deal with last year. So I have a little bit more confidence in them, but I still think we need a little bit extra in there, but it's definitely a deeper wide receiver room than we've had in a long time.
Man, you gotta call a spade, man. You gotta say what's gotta be said. We need D-Hop, man. We need him, man. We desperate. I mean, we out here thirsty for a legitimate wide receiver. I mean, we feel like Traylon gonna be that dude, but we don't actually know that yet. Our wide receiver room is full of unknowns, and you're getting what you pay for.
Unknown, unproven is what you paid for.
Yeah, man. I mean, we gonna need D-Hop, man. If not D-Hop, we gonna need somebody's veteran wide receiver who knows how to run a route properly and catch the football. I mean, we're not even worried about a whole bunch of separation because honest God truth, I mean, shoot, the Titans, they looking for you to block better than you can catch the ball, but when they actually throw you the ball, you need to be able to catch the ball. So man,
I got a question
we
for
out
y'all,
here Thursday, man.
I got a question for y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll make sure, let me get the flow for this one. So how confident do you feel that we're going to sign D-Hop?
See, and I asked this on Twitter and it went blown off. And bro, for me, all right, we can only judge it for face value, right? So right now, all we know of is the only contenders is us as New England. So if that's how it's going to stay, other people might come in or not, but I think they would have already came in if they was coming in by now. I think a lot of people realize that even if he would be interested in their team because they're Super Bowl contenders, they wouldn't be able to offer him what he's truly wanting. And I think money is more than less. Like, yeah, he wants to win championships and compete, but he's still wanting a respectable amount of money. So with us, how New England's done everything between them signing Parker, them signing some new defensive players and spending up some cap money. And we've heard on news media outlets now that, Kraft and Belichick might have some turmoil, the disagreements and some stuff going on there. That was one of D-Hop's big things too. I want to go somewhere that ain't got that turmoil. And they're starting to show that they have that turmoil. So for me, I'm very optimistic that he comes here. If no other teams coming involved and it's just us in New England, bro, he's coming to Titans. I am highly optimistic.
Where you at, Morocco?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, my feelings change each and every day, man. Some days I feel like, man, D-Hop coming here, man. It ain't no way somebody else is gonna wine and dine Mike Vrabel with a former Texas player on the line. And then there's days I'll be like, man, this right here gonna be some goddamn Titan shit. Some typical Titan shit to where you think the Titans got them, and then out of nowhere, somebody comes in and outbids them. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just ready to get to training
man.
camp, man. He got to sign with somebody by training camp, man. He just got to, man. He got to come in and get some chemistry going with his quarterback and his other wide receiver, no matter where he goes. I mean, as great as D-Hop he is, he ain't that damn good to just step up on the team the first game of the season. Here I am. I'm going to give you 10 catches for 120 yards. Nah, it don't work like that. So, training camp, hopefully, he signs with somebody. I'm just ready to get the shit over with.
Bro, I know if he when he signs with the team, whether it's us or not, the podcast after him signing, if he signs with us, it's going to be uplifting. If he doesn't sign with us, bro, we're going to be miserable.
If he signed with us on the Sunday, we are doing the podcast that day. We doing it that day.
Y'all gonna see me dance on two bad knees and everything if we sign a D-Hop. That's how desperate we is, man.
Well,
and they just said it is a straight up emotional roller coaster.
Bro, if we get D-Hop, bro, the amount of shit I'm going to have, bro, for the rest of this division, because y'all have been talking this craziness because y'all think we don't have no receivers. And I kept telling y'all, I said, if we get D-Hop, bro, it's over for all of y'all, bro. I'm telling you this now. It's already over for y'all. But now it's really over. The Titans are here. The Titans are here, bro.
And to Morocco's point, too, watch it. It will go down in Titan fashion. Like, nobody else will be talking about it. New England will back out. We're the only teams with a contract. Then it's going to be like D-Hop signed with the Cleveland Browns. We're like, what the hell just happened?
Man, look, man, I'll be ready to fight if he do that right there.
We're going to come out here like a dude that just got rejected in Instagram. I didn't even want you anyway, bro. I was just saying that stuff just for the...
Bro, if
man,
we get
you already know.
And who is stopping that offense, bro? You already got to account for Henry. Then you got Burt. They don't even know about Burks yet. That's what the crazy part is. The league don't even know about Burks. You know what I'm saying? And you already got to respect D-Hop. You're going to be up all night trying to stop this offense, man. Then they don't know about Chig yet. Chig is already going to be a premier tight end. Like, they just don't know yet. Bruh, and I can't wait. That. We got to get D-Hop, bro. Like, D-Hop, how do you not see this, bro? Please, just can we stitch this and just send this? I'm going to tag him on Twitter.
Yes.
Bro, do you not understand if you come to the Titans, you got an easy way to the playoffs, bro. Listen to me, bro. You can get to the playoffs, bro. When you get in the playoffs, just ball out. You know what I'm saying? You already done grinded for this your whole life, bro. Just come to the Titans. We can win our first one, bro. You see how lit the city was, bro. You see it yourself. You was here during the CMA Fest. If we win a Super Bowl, bro, you not understand how nice that parade will be, bro. That parade will be unbelievable.
Don't Nashville still got the record for the highest draft turnout too? I mean, so you can only imagine what it's gonna look like when we get a Super Bowl.
And it ain't been close ever since.
Yeah, bro. So look, D-Hop, just think about this, bro. It's gonna be you, Derrick Henry, Traylon Burks, Chigaquanko. Like, who they gonna guard? Who, like, you talked and you tweeted like, hey, whoever team I'm on is gonna make the wide receiver, everybody in the wide receiver room job a lot more easier. Bro, having Derrick Henry in the backfield gonna make your job a whole lot easier too. So go ahead, come on over here, bro. Because they're gonna try to load the boxes up, and they can't do both. They can't load the boxes and double you, bro. They gotta pick one or the other. So just come on over to Tennessee.
Man, I'm telling you, if we don't get D-Hop, man, I mean, all you gonna hear, just like they said in the comments, he was washed up anyway. You know, it's gonna be some Titans fans hating on him. Which would probably be me. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I fall into that category. I'll sure be hating on that motherfucker if we don't sign here. And then we got somebody that said, I'm trading for boys and hood swinging if we don't get D-Hop. If we don't get D-Hop, I can hear it right now. The Titans don't never sign nobody. The Titans is cheap. We ain't never gonna win a Super Bowl. I mean, everybody already know what Titans fans say when shit don't go our way.
Yeah.
Man, Mike Vrabel needs to be fired, man. I don't know what Red doing. He should have stayed in San Francisco. I mean, right.
Just pick that two-tone blue, bro. We're waiting on you, bro. Like, we literally rolled out the red carpet for you. Oh my God.
Hey, come on, because you're like, bro, everything we heard so much come out when he visited with Tennessee. We didn't really hear nothing out when he went and visit New England, other than the one photo he took in the damn locker room. But bro, he wasn't talking about nothing. He was boasting everything about Tennessee, bro. You gotta come here. You gotta come to Tennessee. Bro, I promise you won't regret it, man. We gonna put on a good show. You're gonna have a bunch of teammates around you that's gonna make your job easier, and you're gonna make our other teammates' jobs even easier. So, bro, just come on, wait for training camp. We know you want to wait. You don't want to do all this other stuff. So go ahead and come and sign with us, and we ready for you, bro. Jersey waiting, already stitched up with your name on the back.
Exactly. We waiting on you, man. You seen the jersey in the Sprinter van, bro. It was meant for you, bro. Just
handmade jersey by Mike Vrabel at that.
Yeah,
you know Mike Vrabel. You know Tom Kelly. Like, what are you waiting on? Put the number 10 on, bro. Just do it for us. We ain't had a good number 10 ever. Everybody put on the jersey.
Never ever
sucks. You can make that. You see, no one else has worn that jersey, been good. You can get that number retired. You feel me? Like, you win us a Super Bowl, we gonna hang the jersey up in the top of the rafters. And after one season, That's all I care about. Just give me a ring. Yeah, I'm so tired of hearing Steeler fans, Raven fans tell us we ain't got no rings. I said, y'all better hope we don't ever win it in Lombardi.
Chris said not good old Jake Locker. Oh God. Man, I was rooting for Jake, man. Jake had a lot of heart, man. Nobody just and we can actually go ahead and move to our last topic of the night, because I mean we definitely don't want to end the show on the note of Jake Locker. But favorite Titans moments. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that one over to Firestone.
Okay, yeah. So favorite Titan moment, which we want to know what y'all's are in the chat too. Which y'all's clowning in here too. He said don't. He said don't do Vince rookie year like that, RJ. Bro, we ain't never had a good number 10, man.
This is a cursed number, bro.
Yeah, it's like, bro, it's like when I saw Will Levis put on that number 8, and I was like, oh, bro, you should have picked another jersey, bro. not number 8. It's too soon, bro. Too soon. All right, so we got some good moments in Titans history, which we want to know about y'all in the chat too. What y'all's favorite moments in Titans history? So we're gonna go over a few of them and discuss a few. You know, there's some that's already always be talked about, like the Music City Miracle that we hit all the time. But I wanted to cover a few here for me personally, and then we can go ahead and let y'all talk about some too as well. But for me, one was like the Derrick Henry 2,000-yard season. When he came out and he actually did 2,000 yards, bro, for me, I really thought that Derrick Henry was going to break that rushing record that year. I was like, man, we're going to hit this. We're going to finally have something that solidifies us as a franchise with something in the history books, whether it's a Super Bowl or a record that's everybody's held so in high regards. So that 2,000-year season for Henry was so impactful for me, because I was like, man, finally we're going to get on the radar. People will finally start respecting us, but it didn't really turn out that way.
I'll go next, man. My favorite moment, man, and probably my Titans. Actually, I got two of them, man. I got two of them. So one of my favorite moments being a Titan fan, obviously, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just do recent. I'm gonna do some recent ones. Derrick Henry's game against the Baltimore Ravens, man, because Baltimore was the number one team. They were the team that nobody could figure out, nobody could beat, man. I was at the time I was in the military. I was I was at the Marine base. I was basically with the Marine Corps, but I was in the Navy. But I love a guy. He was a Seattle Seahawks fan at the time. Seattle was nice too. You know, he was like, man, you guys got to play the Ravens, man. You ain't gonna beat them, man. We didn't beat them. I'm like, shoot. I was like, I expected to go into the game and not win. So my boy, he's a San Francisco 49er fan. We went to the bar to go watch both of our games because we both played that weekend. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. And I told him, I was like, look, man, when the Titans start getting whooped, bro, we can probably go ahead and head back home, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna head on back. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because I had met him in, I think it was like, I forgot where we was at. I think it was Fayetteville, where J. Cole from. We was in North Carolina at the time. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm in there. There's a bunch of Raven fans now. And I'm like, dang, bro, I'm the only Titan fan in here, bro. I said, man, I'm about to deal with all these Raven fans, that and the other. Then the game starts, man, and the Titans start busting their ass. So I'm looking like, I'm watching the game getting hype. I'm the only person getting happy in the whole place. Everybody looking at me like, like the only Titan fan. So that was a good moment, man. Watching Derrick Henry throw that touchdown pass to Corey Davis, man. That was a good game. And the second one would definitely be when I went to the Titans and Buffalo Bills game, that Monday night game where we stopped them at the goal line, man. That crowd there was electric. You know what I'm saying? After we won, man, it was like we won the Super Bowl. How much we celebrate, because nobody picked us to win that game. Nobody.
Yeah. Bro, it's like for me, another one is like when we played the Giants, I think in 2006, and we had to come back by 21 points deficit. I think
that was good. Yeah, I remember.
Which is still our franchise record from our biggest comeback ever in history. So like when we came back 21 points in the fourth quarter to win that game, bro, it was huge, and we still ain't been able to break that. So I'm kind of glad, because that means we ain't been down by, well, at least we came back from it. But you know, that was a big moment too.
That's why they told you that, RJ. Don't do Vince Young rookie year like that.
Yeah, I did go in on it, even though VY was it. He was a dude for about 2 years, man. 2-3 years. I ain't do Vince Young like that, man.
VY was that guy at one point in time, man. We can't hate on him, man. And he's still that guy, man. I mean, shoot, y'all ever in Texas, man? Go hit up one of his steakhouses. I mean, shoot, I hear them steaks fire, man. I hope I get a chance to go try one out one day. Hope to catch Vince up in there and take a picture with him too. But my favorite, well, the one I'm thinking about right now, I mean, with me, it's gonna change. I mean, it's gonna change probably as soon as we get up off this podcast. But the one that I'm thinking about right now, because I got a story to tell behind it, is the Titans and Chiefs playoff game when, Marcus Mariota threw the touchdown pass to himself. Yeah. Now, I'm going to tell you where I was at when I was watching this game. I was at work, and I was at the ER, and I was like, man, I said, man, we got to watch this ball game. And one of my clients, I mean, he told her, he was like, y'all go sit out in the waiting area, because the person that he was visiting was in the ICU. So, I mean, not to celebrate that person being in the ICU. No, we're not doing that right there. But, I was like, okay, so I at least get to, watch the game. Well, it started off only being like a couple of people up in there at the time, and we all looking like, oh, here we go, Titans get their brains beat in. And then slowly but surely, the waiting area, I mean, more people came, and it started getting a little bit more live. I bullshit y'all not. By the fourth quarter, we done turned the ER into Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm talking about people got, people probably, I don't want to say, I'm not going to say that, but, we're in the hospital, we in the ER, so, people got things going on, but everybody up in there was just, locked in, man. They was cheering for the Titans, and when we actually came and took the lead, I'm talking about that place got loud. And at the end of the game, when it became official, everybody walking up out of there like, hey, we leaving. We walked up out that place like we were leaving Nissan Stadium after winning the playoff game. I mean, yeah. Everybody was up in there laughing, all out tightened up. You see people with their phones up. I'm like, man, we leaving the ER, y'all, not the dadgum stadium.
That's crazy, right?
But yeah, man, I mean, that right there was one of my favorite moments.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good moment too. I didn't forget about, but like when we was talking about this, I did, and I was just talking about it like last week, I think. I was going at it with a Chiefs fan. They kept talking about that. I was like, man, we was y'all's Achilles heel. We was the team y'all had to beat because until y'all beat us, y'all couldn't get to a Super Bowl. As soon as y'all beat us in the playoffs, that's when y'all could go get y'all Super Bowl. So I kept harping them about that. I was like, man, y'all even let Mariota throw a self-touchdown pass to himself.
Yeah, man. And people give Mariota shit about that play. Oh, it was just a lucky play. I mean, that play right there didn't win the game. They forget about the fact that Mariota led them down the field and threw pretty much the game-winning touchdown to Eric Decker. And you remember that season right there, Eric Decker.
Derrick Henry had a good game that game too.
Like, he had like 150. I mean, he pretty much put the game away. You remember Marcus Mariota blocked the linebacker and Derrick Henry picked up that first down, and then Marcus went to the sideline. I mean, hey man, Marcus was on some savage shit them last 2 weeks. I mean, that week 17, week 16, game 17, whatever, against the Jags, Barry Church, man, that's another moment right there, man. I mean, when Marcus took off and stiffed on Barry Church, man, and got up and, you know what I'm saying, was hyped about it and started getting up in his grill about it, I said, that's my motherfucking dog. I said, come on, Marcus. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I mean, I was so turned up inside. I was so turned up inside, man.
We swept one of the best Jag teams ever. That's crazy.
That's the 5-0 versus the AFC Championship game. That's the game that Miles Jack was down or whatever little bullshit.
They're the same team.
Trying to say. I mean, shoot, man. They forget that they got swept that season. Like I say to y'all, at Jacksonville's best, we've been kicking their ass.
Yeah.
They just got lucky this time around, but
I wouldn't
have ran out.
Yeah, they finally got an injured team, and they barely beat the injured team with the practice squad starters and with the third string starters and a practice squad QB from the Detroit Lions. They barely beat that team. They ain't gonna be able to handle us as starters, bro.
Yeah, man.
I was just about to bring up that 86-yard run against the Jags his rookie year, bro. Because when I saw him take off like that, I was like, "Oh yeah, this about to be deadly. He fast, he can run. Oh, look at him take off!" And then it's like, kind of never seen
we
that.
We're gonna talk about Derrick Henry versus Jags, man. We got to do that Thursday night, man. Where he ran about 250 and 5 TDs on him, bro.
Yeah, man.
I remember, I'll never forget before that game, man, these Jaguar fans, I got some Jaguar fans that I'm cool with, I was in the military with, they were talking mad trash. I'm like, bro, y'all not nice, bro. Like, why y'all, these like, we got a new quarterback now, we should be good this time we play y'all. I'm like, bro, y'all not going to beat us, bro. I said, man, this is the Titans, bro. Y'all ain't won at our house in years. And Derrick Henry busted that 99-yard run. I seen him stiff arm. I'm like, man, I can't believe he's still up. Then he got in the end zone. I said, bro, he went stupid. Like, that's when I knew. I said, this dude is different, bro. So this is the running back, man. Eddie George had talked to him before that game, man, and told him, like, bro, you running too soft. He basically gave him that real, you know what I'm saying? And I always thank Eddie George for that because he the one that really unlocked Henry, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
man, was running soft.
Bro, and the funny thing is about like that run too is like, because my son, my oldest son's a Cowboys fan, and he don't really watch sports, but what he does know is that we lost by 1 yard for the Super Bowl, and that's his favorite joke, bro. He won't call us the Tennessee Titans. He calls us the 1-yarders. That's his favorite thing to call us every time, bro. And it makes me so mad. So when that happened, he was like, look, y'all 1-yarders are on the 1 yard again, this and that. So I was talking crap again. I was like, man, it'll be funny if Henry runs this all the way for a touchdown. And sure enough, boom, it was going that way. Oh, bro, I was talking smack the whole rest of that day to him. Like, what was that you saying? What was that you saying?
Firestone be ready to make him rake the leaves when he pull out that 1 yard line.
Oh, I got another good moment for y'all, man. So 2021, man, we lost Derrick Henry. And, you know what I'm saying, the whole world told us we were done. You know what I'm saying? The whole world said, y'all done. Y'all can't win without Henry. Y'all suck. This, that, and the other. And we played the Rams, and the Rams was hot. You know what I'm saying? We were like, oh, man, they don't stand no chance. Why we even got them on on Sunday Night Football. And I'm like, bro, I told people all day, I said, the Titans can hit this shit. Y'all don't understand it. I said, bro, these boys is nice without him, bro. I'm telling y'all, you're like, nah, man, y'all need Henry. Y'all got to run every play. Boy, we played the Rams, bro, and beat the brakes out there, bro.
Yes.
I was lit. I couldn't wait to come to work the next day, bro. I could not wait.
That's when I said the Titans had a championship defense. That game right there, especially when Kevin Ball jumped that pass and took it back for a pick six. I mean, dude, and we didn't even do that much offensively. I mean, that right there, defense set the tone because I mean, we straight out went up out there and punched the Rams in the mouth. And I think the Rams were the best team in the league at the time.
From that season. That was one of my favorite games from that season because I told people all season that I said, bro, they are still good without Derrick Henry. He said, no, you guys are all Derrick Henry. I said, no, that is a lie. I said, they as long as they can run the ball, the thing works. I said, obviously, Derrick Henry is a bonus. He makes us elite. I'm gonna say at that time, I feel like we was an elite team. I said, he makes us elite. You know what I'm saying? And I said, we're still good without him.
Yeah, I felt him with the comment, man, when Derrick Henry came back against the Bengals. God, I mean, man, here goes that old wound opening up again, man. Just think about the defense again. 9 sacks. Derrick Henry coming back. God. Woo, let's go ahead and end the show on that.
That was the best. I probably one of the best defensive performances I've seen from the Titans, bro. Like, and I just hate that it got wasted, man. It is what it is, though. Because I know if we would have beat the Bengals, bro, I'm telling you, nobody would beating us, bro. The Bengals had to pick Tannehill off that many times. They had to.
Bro, the thing for me too is like so many times you've seen Henry like not getting plays and not getting put in. He's just sitting on the sideline. That's like the biggest things that like kept really resonate with me a lot of times. Like Henry on the sideline when you know like why ain't Henry in the damn game? I know he's back from injury. Y'all might have thought like, oh, let's give him a snap count. That way we can get next. Like we needed to get through this week. We needed to be playing Henry more, and we didn't run him. And it just looked like Henry was over there like I want to do more, but they won't let me. And it was almost like defeating to feel for like Henry that way.
Yeah, that 2020. Also, man, I went to the Buffalo Bills game, and you know what I'm saying, and everybody gave us our credit for that game. But then we played the Kansas City Chiefs that next week, and before that game, I remember I went to the Kansas City Chiefs game, and we were driving to the game. I listened to the radio. I'm hearing that we lost all our corners going into that game. We had Trey Avery and somebody else playing that corner, and I'm in the car. I'm like, man, we really finna play Patrick Mahomes with some bum ass corner. I'm saying they had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and I'm like, Lord have mercy, we probably gonna get lit up today. And when we get out there, you know, I'm watching the game and I'm watching how this D line getting to Mahomes. I said, boy, it's gonna be a long day with this dude, bro. Like, and you hearing the media not give us no chance after we beat Buffalo, they gave us no chance to get Kansas City, and they were struggling. We beat the brakes, so they didn't even score. They didn't even score. The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, it was wild, man. It was wild. But let's go ahead and wrap up the show, man, because, I mean, this was a lit-ass show, man. Shout out to everybody in the comments tonight, man. We turned up tonight, man. It's Friday, man. Y'all got me ready to go do some shit, man. Not go to jail, but...
don't pull it down.
No DUIs up over here. No. But you know what I'm saying, man? I'm hyped, man. I gotta go work some of this energy off some way, somehow. But like I said, man, shout out to y'all in the comments tonight. Shout out to everybody watching, man. We really appreciate y'all. Firestone, you got anything you want to say before we ride out?
Nah, man, just appreciate everybody tuning in. You just remember every Friday, tell all your Titans fellow fans that, you know, we're going live every Friday. So come on, join us, jump in the chat. Let us know what you're feeling, what you're thinking about, and what you're expecting from the Titans this year. So we appreciate all your support.
RJ?
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this show going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Now, I won't be here next weekend, so next week. So, yeah. I know y'all gonna miss me, bro.
hey, also too, RJ, because you didn't hear our conversation the other day too. I will be in Tennessee for the Bengals game, so I will be there for the game. So we
got some lined up, man.
Yeah, we got we gonna talk about it,
but we got some lined up for y'all. Like I said, y'all, thank y'all. We out.
yeah.